roots in a WhatsApp conversation. It began when I asked my friend, "How are you?" He replied, "I did alive. How you doing?" I've learned to be honest when answering this question, partly because it encourages others to be honest as well. So I said, "Calm and soft and alive like you." My friend's response was interesting. He said, "How do you know your alive is my alive?" This poem has its roots in a WhatsApp conversation. We are the same category of alive, seeking happiness, mining joy, receiving favor, enjoying health, fighting back tears on days when everything feels too much, fighting to keep our hearts light and soft and beating, sowing goodness and reaping ideas, nurturing connections that feed our souls, telling stories so they'll know we were here. We are the same category of alive. Sometimes barely breathing because our backs are bent from weights that were never ours to carry, seeking spaces and people with whom we can lay it all or some down, wondering if our dreams are valid even though they are not as big or wild as our neighbors, wondering how long we'll wait for answers to the same prayers. We wonder, we wait, we worry. And one day we listen to a poet named JoyToTheWords who declares, as you wrestle anxiety over dreams that haven't come true and prayers that haven't been answered, understand, beloved, that you are still very conducive for the glory of God. Two men nod. One woman says yes, another person snaps. See, your alive is my alive. We are the same type of alive. Some days feeling everything, other days zombies without an apocalypse, going through the motions, trying to feel and look and be alive, wondering how much our lives count in the grand scheme of things, trying to decide what we should pay attention to so we don't go broke too quickly, reminding ourselves and others that we are worthy. Oh, we are worthy of every good thing that we are reaching for. And we are the same kind of alive. Cradling fear, discarding fear, moving in spite of it, learning that fear has no teeth, it's all bark and no bite, but it will cripple you if you let it. So we learn not to let it, and sometimes we fail. Sometimes the fear wins, but we learn something new. We are not alone. There are others like us who are working on not letting the fear win. There were others before us who are happy and willing to show us how they moved so we can move like them, even move better and faster than them, and we hold their hands and we run so fast the fear is left in the dust, or we walk step by step, and with each step we shine brighter, we stand taller, we grow stronger, yet we are humble because others who are alive like us showed us how to move. We are the same category of alive. Our day is sustained by the boring act of breathing in and out. Mundane things like eating and sleeping, ordinary things like checking on your friends and chatting with your neighbors. And part of growing up is understanding that our lives cannot exist unbroken in the spotlight. It is the boring, the mundane, the ordinary things that ferry us through different parts of the day, that anchor us through different seasons of life, through exciting successes and crushing heartbreaks, through waiting periods and spotlight moments. It is the boring and mundane and ordinary things that remind us that we are very human, like Jesus. He, totally God and totally man. We are the same type of alive. Like me, you want to be seen, to be heard, to be understood, to be loved, to be cherished, to be held. Whether you're chasing the bag or hoping that angels bring you to your doorstep and save you the stress, you want to be seen, heard, understood, loved, cherished, held, like me. So on days when everything feels too much, text me, ask me how I am. I'll probably say I'm soft, to do that. Because, darling, we are the same type, the same category, the same kind of